Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Happy Friday. Today is From Your Stash Folio. So we are going to use all of these paper that I had left in my stash from whenever I did a project with 12 by 12 paper. I stick all of my scraps in the 12 by 12 bag and say one day I'm going to make something from all the scraps. I only keep the big pieces. I have a ton that are this size, and so today's folio is going to be whatever size this is, and we are going to use Photo Play Your Keeper, or Tallulah and Norbert's Sweetest Honey. This paper collection has been around for a while. It's been in my stash. It's time to finally use it, and it goes with our Valentine week theme. So let's see what we make. Okay, so this is what I came up with, and remember I'm using all scraps from the black cardstock that I've had, for forever. So here it is. Super cute. So when you open it up, we have a waterfall. These are for your 2x3 pictures. And just a little color blocking for the magnets, just so you're not tempted to put a picture there, so the magnets still keep the book closed. You have plenty of room here for a picture. 3x4, 2x3s. There's your 3x4, well, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. You can do a little, just some cute little pictures like that. You can crop a 4x6 down. I think I have a cropped one. Still a little bit too big, and it's okay if your picture goes over. It's just, you want to make sure you don't put too much there so your magnet's still closed if you choose to do a magnet closure. If you do a ribbon closure, you don't really have to worry about that. Okay, here's the middle. It just looks like a regular spot for pictures. If you still want to see that paper, you can just do one little picture, however you want to do it. But when you open it, it actually pulls all the way out. You have 3 layouts here and 3 layouts on the other side. So even if you just wanted to keep this picture as is and just add pictures around it, that'd be really cute too. And then also hidden in the middle is a waterfall. So you have another waterfall. This one is 4.5 by 4.5, so you just crop your pictures down. Again, this is great for your 2x3s and your 3x4s. Actually, I think I have a horizontal one. Or any of those like weird size pictures. Perfect for that. Okay. And then on the right side, again, we have a great space for a picture, because I actually put the magnet on the inside. And again, I put this paper here to kind of, I don't want to say discourage, but that's kind of a good word from, from putting a picture there, because you don't want to cover up your little gnomes, right? You definitely can, but the magnet is here and here. And you open it up and you have another big spot for your pictures. Still can see those little flowers around. So super, super cute. Very easy to make. So let's go ahead. Make sure you have your cutting guide. Mine's already cut and scored. The base, you need 1 that is 4 3/4 by 5 3/4 and 2 that are 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, scored at 1/2 and 1 on the short side. You're going to take your score tape or your glue or whatever you're doing, and on the, let's see, I think on the dented side, yep, tape on the dented side for both of them. And make sure you score these pieces really, really well. Okay, there we go. Alright, so on your piece that has no score marks, that's going to be your base. You're just going to line that up as best as you can without going over the score line. Right, you want to go right up to it, but not on it. And you're going to do the same with the other piece on the other side. Alright, and that gives you your trifold. Now mine's a little bit over, so I'll probably end up cutting that, but not right now. So this is what I did to ensure I had a place for my magnets. I just took a ruler and a pencil and I drew a 1-inch line. Where's the ruler? On the cover. This way I just kind of knew that's where I'm going to put my magnets, in that 1 inch. Actually, you know what, you probably want to draw it on the inside because that's where your magnets are going to go. So the inside of the cover, 1 inch. And then the outside of this side here. And you don't have to do this step. This is just if you want those magnets and you want to make sure that you have plenty of room. And then I drew, so when I was decorating, I remembered why I drew that line. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and work in our middle. I like to put the extra flips and flaps in the middle because your middle is going to be your strongest. It doesn't have a hinge or anything, so you don't have to worry about weakening your hinge. So here's my middle pieces. You should have 3 5x5, and you should have 3 4.5x5. And for this one, I'm pretty sure, let's see. Yeah, all the tape should go on the dented side. Doesn't really matter. You can kind of just force it to go wherever you want it to go. But with this paper, I'm using Kathy King paper phenomenon paper, and her paper matters sometimes. It's easier to work with when you know the dented versus bumpy. Gives you less resistance. Okay, so let's go ahead and add all of our tape. You're going to add your tape to the dented side of all 6 pieces. Okay, and then make sure all of your pieces are varnished really well. I'm going to start with the the 5x5s. Actually, they're 5 and 5. I'm sorry, 5x5 and 5/8. The cutting guide is correct. So just make sure you pay attention to the cutting guide. So it should be 5 and 5/8. All right. So let me open this book and see how I did that. So I'm taking one of the 5x5 and 5/8, and I am just placing that right up against that line. Actually, I'm giving myself a little bit of border because I am a border girl. So give myself a little bit of border, and then I did what? I just added the pages on there. Okay. So go ahead and take the backing off your second page, and you're just going to line it up exactly. Put that page in front of you, just right on top. Mine's a little bit off. Which one you decorate it, it shouldn't matter, but you can kind of peel it up if it's going to bother you. I haven't pressed it down hard enough yet, so there we go. Okay, and then I'm going to add the third piece right on top of that, just, you know, just so it looks like it's accordion folded, but it has less bulk. Make sure there's no overhang. Okay. And this I'm not leaving a border at all because you want it to look like all one piece, even though it's 3 separate. So there you go. Right. Okay, so I'm going to flip that all the way over. Give it a good press to make sure, you know, everything is adhered. It makes it a little bit flatter. And it stays closed. Okay, now we're going to work on our waterfall. And those are your 3 pieces that are 4.5 by 5. I'm going to flip my book upside down just because that's how I work better. And I'm just going right up to the top, kind of centering it a little bit. Mine does have a little bit of a border on the top, about 1/8 of an inch. Oops. Press it down. I see my little piece here that's just a little bit longer than what I want it to be. So I'm just going to cut it off. There we go. Okay. And then I'm just going to continue working with the waterfall. Take the backing off. Put it right up against that. Make sure it's even. And then your final piece. So when I do this part and I press the edges, I don't press it down hard. So if I need to reposition this, I can. Or if I need to cut a little bit off, or whatever I need to do, I can. Okay. And now I'm going to go through and give these a really good varnish so they stay down. I did put a magnet in my other one, but I put the magnet here and here, but I think that was too thick. I used a big magnet. It's barely holding, but I don't think you actually need a magnet for that centerpiece because it's holding really, really well. The side piece here I have a magnet, but I don't have any magnets here, so I don't even think we need magnets in this book except for the closure, to be honest. All right, so there's that. Now why is that one showing? So my little waterfall here, oh, I put it too far on the right, so my waterfall is showing here, which is fine. You can leave it like that, or you can get your undo if you used tape. You could just undo those 3 and move them over. It doesn't matter. I don't mind. Okay. So let's now work on our... What did I do first? Left hand side. It's just going to be your little waterfall here, which I think is super cute. You're going to have to mat first because the waterfall, you know, is in the center of that page for your 2x3s. And so what I'm going to do is just take my 3 waterfall, it's 3 or 4? No, 3. I'm just going to tape them, and then we're just going to clip them to where they need to go because you definitely want to mat first. Just so it looks nice, unless the collection you're using is like a black and white collection, and then you want to have that extra black border. That will look really, really nice. But in this case, I want it to have the back paper showing. So I still stuck it down. I didn't do this on, I mean, you could also do this on a piece of black paper. So that way, you know, it's not showing this, but I like that, so. Okay. So I'm going to take these three and we're going to clip them right here. This is where they need to go. Okay. And then let's work on our right side. So the right side is super easy. We're not doing anything here except for matting it with paper because that is where our closure is, and you don't want to have too many flips and flops bulky together. All right, so we're going to work on this, which is super simple. It's just 2 flaps, and that's it. So we have our right hand flaps, and I'm putting tape on the, where's my tape? The dented side. Okay. And please check the description box for the measurements. Right, I have them at 4 5/8 by 4 1/4, scored at 1/2 inch on the long side, and 5 1/8 by 5 1/4, scored on the short side at 1/2. I know that was super fast, but I took the time to put in the description box, so you guys can check that out. Okay, so all I did was just kind of center this as best as I could. Going up to that score line, not over. That looks great. And then I'm just taking the backing off, make sure there's no overhang. I'm gonna put that right up against there, center it, and paste it down. That is, and I think the weight of your paper is going to hold it down. You can add the magnet if you want to. If you're going to add the magnet, I would add it with my pencil. Here and here. That way it will kind of just hold it down. Well, I guess it would be here and wherever it ends over here, whatever. Yeah, my magnet is here and here. Just to kind of hold it down, but I think the paper weight will probably hold it. And that is your whole little adorable album that holds a lot of pictures. You know, on your waterfalls, you can add pictures on the front and the back if you so choose to. That'd be really cute too. I feel like I didn't show this side for some reason. I don't know, I probably did. And then again, this was your pull out with your pictures and your waterfall that you can put pictures on both the tops and bottoms. And then you have your layouts. And there you are, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.